Hello, hey guys, hey. It's Tarot Queen Jamila, and we are doing November readings, okay? We're gonna look ahead at November. We are going to take a look at what's going on in October right now in your love life. Oh, guys must either be sleep or at work or something. Anyway, let me do my introductions. Welcome to the channel. I am High Priestess Jamila. Make sure that if you are new to the channel that you hit the thumbs up button. And if you need a private reading, you can either visit my Etsy shop or my website, whichever one is in the video description box. Okay, so that is the one that I will be using at that time to for you guys to make payments for your readings. Okay. And right now it's Etsy. Okay, I do accept other forms of payment, MoneyGram, Western Union. When I get set up on my PO box, I'll be accepting mail-in payments as well, and I do accept checks and e-checks. Okay. Hello, you guys are coming in finally. I'm gonna try to prop this thing up a little bit better. Um, oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, hey guys, hold on one second. I don't want to hold on a second. Okay, good morning, Linda. Hello, shout out to all of the Aries out there. All right, we're going to get started in just a few minutes. First of all, I need to light some incense. Thank you, sweetie. And I guess you can go ahead and close the door, I guess. Thanks. All right, I just needed my altar cloth real quick. There's some resin in there. I'll put that in there. All right, how y'all doing today? Today is Tuesday. Over here, it's been sort of raining, which is actually pretty good. I don't know. When you got things to do, the rain is bad because when it rains, you just want to be lazy. You just want to have lazy day of rain. Good morning, Julie. Good morning. All right, so we're gonna take a look and see of what we're going to call to the spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels for the Aries, sun, moon, rising. What messages do you have for love for October? And then we'll look into November. Spirit, show me 3 cards for October and 6 cards for November of 2019. So we'll do it like that. I am taking consultations, you guys, right now as well. Okay. Thank you, spirits. Okay. Okay, so a lot of you Aries are currently dealing with an air sign, like a lot of y'all. It's just something about fire signs and air signs. They're just like magnets to each other. Okay. And even if you're not necessarily cool with the person, they just seem to be those two elements just seem to be drawn together. A lot of you are trying to move on because the Ace of Swords comes up. I feel like whoever this person is, um, some of you are trying to move on from somebody that may be having a hard time balancing out their Venus. And when I say that, what I mean is um, the whole love with money thing, I feel like there's an obstacle when it comes to money in your relationship, whether or not you are still with that person. Because Aries people, they don't tend to walk away from relationships, no matter how difficult they are. So, some of you may be staying, but there's a lot of changes that I can see that are unfolding towards the end of October. So the Ace of Swords comes up for the rest of October, which means it's either a new beginning. Some of you guys may be meeting. Maybe some of you guys may have an air sign come in as a new lover. But, as far as somebody that you're already involved with, okay, this could also be somebody from the past. Okay, because a lot of times air sign people, they just won't let go, will they? So it's somebody from the past that's trying to come back in. If you're okay, let's put it like this. Let's start with if you're in a relationship. Okay, Aries. Let's start with that. That's the way I'll do these because I don't want to be all over the place. Okay, so we'll start with if you are currently in a relationship. Right now, what's going on is that you are thinking of whether or not you want to leave or not, but most of you seem to be wanting to stay. Okay. And I do feel as though things are going to end up well with this person. But I will tell you that towards the end of November, or maybe even in areas in November, there are going to be some difficult emotions that you're going to be dealing with. Okay. Because being in a long-term relationship can be difficult because if anything happens, you have to work through that issue. It's going to come up at some point. Okay, so the King of Swords comes up, which means that there's a lot of realization and a lot of clarity as to what's going on in the relationship and how it does need change. From what I can see, I feel as though this is a partner that is cheating. For a lot of you, I can see a baby mother or a baby father that they may be creeping back with or something. So that person is juggling, especially if you're a woman, you're dealing with a man that may have another family, okay, or another situation. Whatever it is, it looks very complicated. There may even be some sexual activity that is not really condoned by the Aries. Okay. So the Two of Coins comes up. Some of you are dealing with earth energy, and some of you may have another fire sign partner. Okay. So what I feel is going on is that I can see like the two of you trying to put things together so that you can, I don't know, make it in this world, because I think the reason why you guys have been together for so long is because you've been through some hard times together. So whenever you go through hard times with somebody, and I'm talking about financial hard times, this does create a bond for some people, even though it could be trauma bonding, okay? Because a lot of y'all like, well, I've been with him since high school. Yeah, and the two of you probably were going through issues or, and there was a lot of, especially when you're young, trauma tends to bond people when they're younger. Can y'all hit the thumbs up? It seems like I should have more viewers than this. What is going on here? Y'all must be asleep or something. Okay, so anyway, I feel like there's a move, there's a physical move. So if you're in a relationship, you're possibly moving. A lot of you guys may be moving physically. I do feel as though a lot of you may be purchasing a home, which can cause a lot of it can cause some stress in a relationship. Okay, so in November, some of you guys are moving, but a lot of you are trying to move on and move past. Sometimes as a couple, you have to walk away from bad friends. Okay, that may be causing instability because it's immature. I think that we would all love to, you know, uh, have sleepovers and stuff like that with our friends from high school. But at some point, sometimes that behavior or that energy can cause problems. So I feel like it's a growing up process too, because whenever the emperor comes up in a reading, this means either somebody needs to grow up or somebody has grown up, because the emperor is all about responsibility. Okay, handling your business, okay, taking care of your family. Now, y'all singles, I got good news for y'all, because it's a man or a person coming into your life. Um the Knight of Wands comes up, and so I feel like this is where Aries is putting in a lot of their energy in the month of November into keeping the relationship together. So Aries people will do that. They will, Aries are very proactive people, okay? Just like the Leos. They will go and, buy red candles and, bake a cinnamon apple pie, because those things promote love. So I feel like a lot of you guys are putting your energy into the relationship, because whoever this is, you really love them. And you're like, I'm not leaving them. I already know how Aries is in love. Okay. I have a child that's an Aries too. They don't ever leave. Are we stuck today in transition? Let's light an incense, you guys. Cause y'all seem to be over there sleeping or something. Or maybe my notifications didn't go out to enough people. Okay. Seven of Swords comes up reversed. And then the Five of Cups comes up reversed. So a lot of you Aries are putting in a lot of your energy to fix things. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. What Spirit will tell me is that your lover or your partner is going to have to learn to do their part as well, and you have to let them, because if you don't ever let them sort of take responsibility, or if you're putting in all the work, that's not fair. So they need to put in some work, and I think that this is what's going to come up as far as, well, do you want this relationship, or what do you. So that's why the Seven of Swords comes up reversed, because there's also some trust issues that are being worked through. There's some negative subconscious blockages. Guys, I keep telling y'all to work on that subconscious. This is probably your partner. That's what kind of work I would do for them. A lot of people, whenever there's a problem, they'll say, oh, do a love spell. Well, they already love you. So what are you doing a love spell for? Okay. So you would need to remove whatever negative. You would have to work on your partner in a way where you remove their negative subconscious blockages. Okay, that's not a love spell, even though you're doing it for them out of love because you love them. And to be honest with you, you can do the work, but you have to be very patient while it works. So if you guys need to reach me for some work, or some help, because it seems like there is there seems to be some trust issues. Okay, now I do see anger resolving itself. I do feel as though there are some things that you can't avoid anymore that are going to come up. So November, I feel like going towards the middle or so of November, this is when these difficult things are going to come out. And a lot of you think that just because you move out of your parents' home or just because you move, these things will follow you. So a lot of y'all are thinking, well, maybe we should just move and that'll make things better. Yeah, it will make things better. It'll make a better environment for you to out those issues still, because you can't just bury them and say, oh, they don't exist. So you got to talk about whatever it is. What I feel that it is trauma, childhood trauma. Okay, is what I feel. I can feel it. I can feel it around my center, my heart center energy. I feel it for a lot of you Aries. I can't feel it like, like I'm in pain or whatever, because this can represent pain in the head, pain in the heart, memories coming in, and triggers. So the Emperor comes up, which does represent somebody taking responsibility, and it does represent the energies being more stable, because I feel like a lot of you Aries, that's what you want, is stability. Okay, you want stability. Hit the thumbs up, you guys. Thank you for coming in. You guys want stability. You're like, oh, this is so unstable. So right now, a lot of you are eliminating people that you feel are causing instability in the relationship. But those people, the reason why they were able to cause instability is because it is an unstable relationship. And either you or your partner, it's either financially stable, or either mentally stable. I feel like a lot of y'all were dealing with a partner that kind of has attention deficit disorder. They kind of, their attention, it's been some, what I feel is on the lines of polyamorous vibes and stuff, and those things can make, it's not that those things make the relationship unstable, but because the instability is in you, but you're probably creating that situation so that you can direct it towards that. But it all starts with you. So, this is something that your partner does need to realize, or either you. And see, a lot of people be thinking, well, it's love and love. Love ain't, it does not, look, you have to have trust in your relationships too. Okay. You have to have trust, and you have to be trustworthy. So I do feel as though there's going to be possible arguments, disagreements. I don't trust you, and what are you doing? The Seven of Swords can represent when somebody is hiding something or deliberately trying to hide something, and you know that they're hiding it. You know that they're hiding it, but they won't tell you. So this is where you're like, I know something's going on. Okay. And it's probably something that happened a long time ago, but the energy keeps coming up. I say purge yourselves of the sin. Okay. Whatever it is, just get it out. If it's a confession, especially if it's something to where you feel like your partner is not telling you how they feel. Because that sucks. Like when you feel like they're lying to you. The Emperor is coming with advice. Emperor, what advice are you giving for the Aries with relationships? Now I'm going to absorb the extra card back. Yeah, the Strength card is in the reverse position because this does represent, feel like this is where you're not respecting the person's mind. You can't just continue to try to bury things because for some reason it keeps coming up. And it is making the relationship very unstable. So if you want the relationship, then you need to go ahead and do what you got to do to keep it. And definitely don't be dishonest and stop hiding stuff. Because, I feel like the Aries is going to demand better. Now, a lot of you single Aries, a lot of you that are single, you're just getting out of a relationship with a possible narcissistic or just untrustworthy, unscrupulous air sign. Okay, you're getting out of a relationship with them in October. You're doing the work. You're getting them off your mind. You're trying to cut the cords. Okay, that's why King of Swords comes up. So you're cutting the cord and you're moving on. Also the Tower is saying to me that love is coming in. Okay, this is somebody that is you are destined to meet. Okay, so it could happen during the month of October. Some of you Aries will meet an air sign in October. Okay. But I do feel as though there is an ex-lover that may be holding on that you're trying to move on from. And I feel like the reason why you're not able to move on, if you're not able to move on from this person, then it's because you're blocked. So that's why all these swords cards, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 swords that came up out of 10 cards. So that's a lot of swords considering you know there's some emotions that you need to release. If you are an Aries, you need to release these emotions if you're single, because there is a person that's coming in and it looks like they are emotionally stable. It looks like they are mentally stable. See, let me tell y'all something. You know how when you spill something on the carpet or something and you clean it up or whatever, you get all the water up, but it's like your mind will remember that it's there and it'll bother you and kind of scrunch up your foot when you walk over it if you accidentally you like. And then when it finally dries or when it finally goes away, now your mind has to get used to it not being that way anymore. So anything that's negative, anything that is a negative influence, especially if you've been caught up in it for years, your mind has to say, now I'm letting go. So the reason why, nothing to do with your location. A lot of y'all think I'm just going to move away. Go, yes, move away. That's a good idea. I feel like a lot of y'all are either moving in November or either you're doing some kind of change in direction. Okay, it looks like it is positive, but so this stuff sticks with you. It's on your mind, it's on your heart. What you have to do is you have to clear it. Because I do think that this person is going to be a good match for you. They do come in as the Knight of Wands. Okay, so it could be either, let me just tell you, it's either air, earth, or fire. If you meet a water sign that you notice drinking too much, though, I will hold off on that one. But that one is going to trigger memories from your father being an alcoholic or something. So there does seem to be a water sign. And I feel like this may be somebody from years ago that doesn't want to let go of the situation, probably thinks about you a lot. Remember, we're all connected. So it's not, hello. Is this exactly what's going on? You're Aries. Julie, what's your rising sign? Hey, Taylor Made, how are you this morning? It would be a better morning if I had some coffee. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't have no coffee. So that's that kind of sucks. But other than that, so if you're single Aries, there is someone coming in, but I do feel as though a lot of you seem to be you're again, if you are blocked, like I feel like you need to put a lot of your energy into unblocking yourself, okay? Because the other person, from what I can see, whoever this is that's coming in, they do seem to be very responsible and you don't want to mess it up. Okay, because just because a person is a good person, it doesn't mean that they're going to be able to stick around for everything. Sometimes people, you can create a lot of issues in your relationships and you want to make sure that you get on the same level as that person. Okay, lighten some Paulo. Okay, because I feel like and also just to let you guys know, just in general, I feel like a lot of you Aries, life is going to get a lot more stable. If you it can be a lot more stable, which is what you're looking for. You're looking for stability, but that stability comes from within. Okay? You got to remember that. We all like having nice things to look at. We all like having creature comforts. We all like having lights, gas, and water. We like having nice things, okay? A lot of very, very rich people have found that just because you have nice things doesn't mean that you're going to always be happy, or doesn't mean, hell, that doesn't mean that you don't have to deal with you. So you still need to make sure that you deal with whatever this is so that you can have some kind of happiness, because the only way that's going to come through, and some of y'all are happy some of the time, and then the rest of the time you're feeling kind of down. Okay, especially if you're single, because you feel kind of, you've been feeling kind of lost, especially since that last person, they were trying to have mind control over you. Hey, it's 8 of you in here. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Hey, Lisa. I probably do need some coffee. Hold on a second, you guys. Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to have a conversation with someone, with one of my members of my family. I am going to throw a couple of oracle cards. We are going to move on to the Tauruses. Okay. Because I am, hey, thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. That's what I need too, is some coffee. Even though I'm already animated, like I don't know what it is about coffee. It's so good. Because I already have a lot of energy. I don't really drink coffee for energy. I drink it because of other stuff. I drink it for spiritual reasons, okay? Sorry, guys. That's my phone ringing. So, coffee is connected to Archangel Gabriel. And Gabriel gave Moses coffee to get through his rough time. So I don't necessarily drink coffee for energy, because I've been up bouncing around all morning. I've been up since like probably 8:30. And then my phone was on 100%. I don't know what it's on now. I need to plug it in, but so I just like the way it tastes, and and then also spiritual reasons. Okay, Oracle, what messages do you have for the Aries for November? Okay, so Aries, this is very important. You need to get yourself some rest. Okay, make sure that you are clearing your head. Do some meditating. Okay, if you guys need meditation help, and then also meditation sessions. Okay, those are going to be available on my Etsy. Okay, if you, because I feel like a lot of you, when you get to the point where some of you need to be taught how to meditate. Let's put it like that. And I can tell when meditation, and I also do Reiki, but I can tell when meditation is helping you, not medication, meditation is helping you, just by how I can, just by the way you talk. I go by a couple of different signs. I go by your voice, the tone of your voice, and then I also just go by energetically. But so a lot of you guys need to get rest. The crone comes up in your reading. This seems to be a very powerful spirit guide for a lot of you. This is going to be your grandmother or either your great grandmother. It doesn't matter if you are a male or a female. Okay. The crone is a spirit guide that is I feel like this is a very powerful spirit guide that is helping you. And then they are saying to embrace change. Okay, let me tell you the affirmations. I'm going to start saying the affirmations. At days in rest, I find peace in nature and rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit. Okay. And then the Flames of Wisdom Crone card says, I am open to all of life's wisdom and share it with gratitude. So gratitude is you're going to have to show some sort of respect for the ancestors, elders, and then embrace change. I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life. And I like this card because if you notice, the lady has gray hair. So no matter what age you're at, some of you may be going into, some of you may be, you're growing up, you're getting older. Okay. But there is change coming and you've got spirit guides, but just make sure that the way you're going to connect with spirit is first, you got to do the mind. So this is the reason why you got to get your mind together. And then your body, which is, it looks like it's around your heart chakra. There seems to be some things that need to be released, whether or not you're single or with someone. Okay. All right, guys, I will see you guys later. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, thumbs up. And if you guys need to reach me for a reading, the link to my Etsy is below. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Love and light.